Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We are back to another edition of the Steve and Mike Show. My name is Mike Larkin, and by my side, as always, is my top dog, my homie G, faux life, the one and only Stevie Nicks. How are you, homie?
I'm doing great, Mike Larkin. It's good to be back. I gotta say I missed this. I gotta say, I've been enjoying doing the shows with you again, and it's been fun since we've been doing it, and I'm happy to be back. Another great. Hopefully, it's another great episode.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot going on in the world. I mean, first and foremost, let's just hop right into it because you bestowed this news upon me. And of course, you would send this to me because you're my top dog, and this is what top dogs do. Creed is coming back. Can you take me higher?
That's what you led with.
Yes.
That's what you, Mike Larkin. They caught the Gilgo Beach Killer, and you lead with fucking Creed.
Well, you're the one who just bestowed this upon me. We got to start with some Creed here. The Creed of our fraternity. Before we even get to the Gilgo Beach Killer, let's talk
You
about some
want to
Creed.
talk about Creed first?
You mean to
You
tell
want
me that you want to go home and play SOCOM out of all the games in the world? You want to go play SOCOM? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
That's what you're saying to me right now, Mike Larkin.
I know what you are, but what am I? Let's talk about Creed first before we get into the Gilgo Beach.
All right. All right. So Creed's getting back together, Michael Larkin.
Back together again.
They're reuniting. You
After
know,
24 years, the summer of 99 tour. Oh, man. Okay. And I know we make fun of them a lot. We make fun of Scott Stapp and I wake up to the sound again. No, no, no. Let's play ball. It's game day. We want strikeouts, base hits, double plays.
he's had his issues, let's just say, Mike Larkin. Scott Stapp has had his issues.
Mhm. I mean,
Um,
for me, like if you look at the 90s, when people think about frets and all that, like we talk about with neighbors, you think of Creed. I mean, the summer 99 gave us higher. And also before that, we had one, oh, one. The only thing is one. And we had My Sacrifice, and we had With All Homes Wide Open, and Young Grow Old, and so many songs by Creed. And then the remaining members, after they split, went on to form Alter Bridge. And now we're back after 24 doggone years. I mean, Scott Stapp, alcoholic that he was, we've seen him do many things on a lot of the shows where he acted a fool. But I mean, hey, if you can reunite and we talk about the nostalgia of everything after 24 years, why the hell not, right? When people think of Creed, you think of the summer 99, you think onward and upward. So what do you even think about it, man? Because you're bestowed this upon me. 24 years of Creed, the 24-year tour is coming. What do you think?
well, I mean, we know that Scott Stapp has had his issues
His
over the
demons.
years, as I mentioned, like not only with alcohol, but he had some mental problems or mental
Yeah.
issues. He was having himself a psychological episode, Michael Larkin.
Whoa, I don't even know what I just said. But
Oh shit! I just got water all over
I
myself.
got some water on myself. Not even how many minutes in? It's a wedding singer reference already. Okay, so fucking god damn it. So the fact of the matter is, yes, he went on a thing like you even tell me about this. Like he went on like a conspiracy thing, like for a while, mental health issues.
He was convinced that like the CIA was after him and Barack Obama was after him and like he was getting spied, like he was very
Paranoid.
paranoid. I might have had some paranoid schizophrenia mixed in there. So I mean that was one of the reasons why he was away from making music and away from Creed for so long, because he has having his own issues. He's a very he's a very disturbed man at times. He's a complicated man, Mike Larkin.
Complicated man, and no one understands him but his woman. John Shat.
John Jack.
They say this. Shat is a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Yo, man.
You was talking about Shat. As soon as you said complicated man, I'm like, God damn it.
I know. I knew exactly what I was doing, Mike Larkin.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. See it all too clear. Who names their kid? Who names their kid Duncan Sheik? A douchebag.
His loser parents did.
It's horrible. And he only had one hit and then he went. And then he re-released it again in mid 2000s, and then that was it for Duncan Sheik. the fuck out of here, Duncan Sheik.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Scott Stapp. After 24 years, with everything like we mentioned, the nostalgia and everything that's gone on, the man's had his demons, mental health. How do you think this tour is going to sell out? You think a lot of people want to go, relive their childhood, their teen angst, if you will, and check
Well,
out?
I mean, you look, Blink 182 got back together, right? Mike Logan, and they were doing pretty good. So, if not directly comparing Creed to Blink 182, but they, the same era, right? Same similar audience.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if Blink 182 can come back and tour successfully and do well, then why we make fun of Creed all the time, but like they were pretty popular, so why can't Creed?
I mean, for instance, we make fun of With Arms Wide Open all the time, but it is a very nice message about his son, even though he's standing on top.
Yeah, all right. Save the positive messages bullshit for something else. We get it. We get it. We're all about the positivity. We get it, dog.
No, I'm saying, I'm just hold on. He does make a lot of the positive stuff, arms wide open about his son, which I can understand. I think that's awesome. But yeah, no, it's just the music video with him on top of a mountain, and just everything coming crashing down on him. And I mean, there was a lot of videos like that we saw with Creed. But yeah, no, you had Creed, you had Blink 182 around the summer of '99. Yeah, man. So I can see where you were grouping into it. Don't be making fun of my positivity. And
I'm just saying, no, I mean we get it. We get it, my Clark.
what do you mean we get it?
We get it.
What do you mean?
Positivity, uplifting, we get it. We get it, my Clark. Okay, we get it.
First of all,
We love Jesus.
it's uplifting through your words and actions, inspiring through your words and actions.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then next gonna start with the Beauty Street Dominance bullshit. Okay. Whatever.
You got to stop with that. There ain't no Beauty Straight the Dominance bullshit. Check out the podcast on Tubi TV and Roku. So I mean, with everything that goes on, there, I mean, we'll see what happens. 24 years of Creed, summer baby, it's coming. Creed.
I mean, would Mike Larkin would like? I mean, let's just say that like they were a little bit better.
Okay.
Would you go see them?
No. Okay. No, not at all.
That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. But I'm sure I wouldn't either. Because it's well documented how we feel about them as a band. But again, like you can't argue with the fact that they're popular. And also, like we were talking about, I think a couple episodes ago, bands don't usually do reunion tours unless they need the money. So obviously they all need the money.
I mean, when the remaining members, when they broke away, I mean, I liked Alter Bridge. I mean, Alter Bridge gave us some songs as, Broken Wings. They gave us Metalingus, which became very popular for the Rated R Superstar Edge's theme song. You had a lot of great hits from them. Find the Real. You had a Rise Today and Take This Wow, and everything that happened from that. I mean, Walter Bridge wasn't bad, but I mean, they really haven't put out music in their own in years. So I mean, now they're bringing them back together. Here's some Creed for you. This is the Creed of our fraternity. Delta Psi. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, we were going to get S Club 7, unfortunately, but God rest his soul, Paul passed away. But no, I like, I'm a sucker for nostalgia and reunion tours, but I still, even if they were better, I mean, I still would not go see Creed. Not my thing. Not my thing. I wouldn't. So we could both agree on that. We're kind of like the fat guy and the wedding singer. Huh! Yeah.
Yeah. Better cut the cake before Fatty over here has a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, that is Creed.
Everybody knows how we feel about Creed, so we're not gonna go see him. But I'm sure. I'm sure there are a few idiots around here that will probably go and see them because they have just absolutely zero taste in music. But whatever.
Yeah, that's your Creed. Good for you, you stappers that enjoy you some Scott Stapp. You stapping. Oh God,
Mike Larkin, you really shouldn't.
What
shit? Because you were a Sagitteer, Mike Larkin. So
fuck off, Sagitteer. First of all, Bob Saget, God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, now God rest his soul. Now you think he's the greatest. Now you used to hate him when he was alive.
First of all, I never hated Bob Saget.
Then why won't you be a Sagitteer, Mike Larkin?
Because I hated his comedy. I thought his comedy sucked.
You see, you hate Bob Saget, Mike Larkin. You hate Bob Saget. See,
I do not hate Bob Saget. Who you rolling with? Bob Saget. Friggin' that.
The only way you know Bob Saget is as a comedian. So if you hate him as a comedian, you're saying you hate Bob Saget.
hate is such a strong term. I mean, you had him with Full House,
Oh, here we
America's
go.
Funniest
Here it
Home
goes.
Videos. You
Here it
had Dumb
goes.
and Dumber when Harry met Lloyd. There's shit everywhere. Looking at me, shit all over the walls. Like, how can you not go wrong with stuff like that? But yeah, his comedy specials talk about his dog licking his bowels. Not my thing. You know, no. His comedy specials not so much. Him, for what his role as Full House, being that dad, that figure, if you will, in the '80s and the '90s within Full House. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I can rock with it from that standpoint. So yeah. I don't hate Bob
Yeah,
Saget.
you like the squeaky clean white Christian dad. You love that, right? Right, Mike Larkin, you love that.
Stop it. Freaking Kirk Cameron. Fuck you. Anyway.
You're on
I
his mailing list.
that dude. Let me tell you something. I used to like Candace Cameron Bure, even though, just the Oh My Lanta and everything. She fucking kills it every time with her channel. With every Christmas movie has to be on in July. It's ridiculous. It's like Christmas 24/7 up in there. It's like, let's wait till we get to the holiday, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So, anyway, don't
You
get me
get it. You love
love
Jesus.
Christmas.
No, Jesus, Mike Larkin.
You know what? I
Let's
don't.
keep the Christ in Christmas, right? That's what you guys say, right, Mike Larkin?
First of all, I'm not even gonna crap on you on that because the way I look at it from the stance to this, and you know me personally, we all talk about jokes here, but you know how much Jesus has meant to my life, especially in these last few years. So, I
Here
mean,
we
that's where I
go.
go with it.
Here
What?
we go.
Here we go with what?
He's gonna start with the sentimental stuff again. Here we
I'm
go.
very sentimental, man. As we get older,
Oh, here we go. Oh, here it
here it
goes.
goes. But no, that's what I get. As we get older, we get more sentimental and stuff. We start to appreciate
All
stuff.
right, let's start playing landslide. All right, Mike Larkin.
If you see my reflection in the Dixie Chicks
Gonna break
version.
out the landslide next, Mike Larkin.
First of all, I love that Stevie Nicks song, number one. But number two, fucking
Oh, thank you, Mike Larkin. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, go fuck yourself. Knock knock, who's there? Go fuck yourself. So
That's the best, Mike Larkin. I was thinking of there. Someone was telling me they were watching that movie the other day, and that's immediately what I thought about. I think it was it Jackie that was saying, or Dylan? Dylan might have been saying he was watching Catch Me If You Can. That's the best scene, the
the best
best
scene in the fucking
line in
movie.
the whole freaking movie. I mean, if you don't think that Tom Hanks is one of the best comedic actors of his generation, like that's just another great example right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, doesn't miss a beat, perfect deadpan delivery, and it's just it's the perfect, like, it's just so great.
It's a chef's kiss, man. It's that,
Oh,
just subtlety, intricacy, and nuance.
what is what is the thing that Rick James does?
Oh,
The thing
that
that Rick James does. You go,
you
Eddie.
go, Eddie. Fuck is this, Rick?
this is this is called I Need More Cocaine.
And look, I love "Party All the Time" by Eddie Murphy, but goddamn, the Rick James makes the whole video. He likes to party all the time.
He's acting like it's like the greatest song that he's ever heard. He's like, oh yeah, oh. He's like looking at it, like really getting into him. He's like, yeah.
You go, Eddie. Yeah, back that thing up, Denise. Yeah. Beef and
It's like he was so coked out of his mind that entire video. It's making that entire album. Like, that's literally all he had no idea where he was. I bet at that moment when he was doing all that stuff. I bet he had no idea what was going on. He was just coking out, man.
Just freaking out over Eddie Murphy "Party All the Time." And again, love that song. But goddamn it, Rick James makes that whole entire video. Not Eddie just singing in the friggin' in the booth, but Rick just like acting like this is the greatest thing he's ever heard. And Rick James at this time had "Give It to Me, Give It to You, Baby," and Super Freak, and all those great songs, and "Cold Blooded," and "Fire and Desire" with Tina Marie. He had a little bit of
All
Ebony.
right, stop trying to prove your funk chops, Mike Larkin. Stop trying to prove you're qualified to talk about funk, Mike Larkin. It's like, we get it, Mike Larkin.
So like I was saying, Rick James and Smokey Robinson had their song, you know what I'm talking about, "Ebony Eyes." I bet you didn't know that. "Ebony Eyes." You had Super Freak, you had Cold Blooded, you had "Fire and Desire" with the late great Tina Marie, rest in peace. You had
Mike Larkin, we get it. We get it.
You had Give It To Me Baby, which was great around that time period as well. Homie, when you think of 80s, you think of funk. We want the funk. George Clinton in Parliament. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Flashlight and all that good stuff. You know what
You
I'm
heard of
saying?
this band called Funkadelic, Mike Logan? You should
I,
really check them out. They're
I know
actually really good.
they had an atomic dog, they had that atomic dog.
Bow, wow, wow,
Wow,
yippee
yippee
yo,
yo,
yippee
yippee
yay,
yay,
bow,
wow,
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 yippee
wow,
yo,
yo,
yippee
yippee yay.
yay.
The way that you do the you get it at me with stuff like that, it reminds me of you when we used to do the golden age of everything, which I can't wait till we start that back up again. Friggin' when every
Oh,
time
that old show?
yeah, not that good show. Go back and listen to it on the SoundCloud and all that good stuff.
You don't have to.
All right,
Talked a lot about boobs, Mike Logan. I don't know if that's a great show to be listening to.
nothing wrong to be talking about some boobies. I'm on Tubi for the boobies, so you got to get the boobies. So anyway, I digress. We look at some of this.
Look, have you ever you even know what a boob feels like? You don't even know what a boob looks like, Mike Logan.
You ever felt a breast and it feels like a bag of sand?
That's right.
Hey,
The bag of sand.
bag of sand.
Are you serious right now?
Then he's on the bike crying, "A bag of sand! Come on, man! Be so hard to be so stupid!" Ah!
And then you... Oh, me and love you long time.
Yeah, you're nailing me. I was nailing her. She's like, "Yeah, you're nailing me. You're really nailing me."
We're going ham on these references today.
That's how we
Oh
roll.
my goodness.
Oh
Oh my
my damn.
damn.
Oh my goodness. We going ham. This is how bacon is supposed to be. Damn, damn, damn. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling. Mind you, I like Dame drops. I really do. But when he
Love
started,
Dame drops. But then he got into the health food.
well, that was my thing. Once he started doing like healthy food reviews, it's like, bruh, really? Really?
I want to see you down a goddamn triple bacon double cheeseburger. Okay. And tell me exactly every single thing that you taste on your tongue and
Yep.
are smelling and
Now,
are feeling. And like
stop talking.
if you're gonna die of a heart attack, at least you'll die rich.
Yeah, stop talking about the salad. We don't want to hear you talking about you eating salad and all this healthy shit. Stop it. Eat a burger for God's sake.
I'd
God.
rather you take the money, dopey. We can be partners, just like Tiger Woods and his daddy.
Freaking tackles him at the end. Yes.
No, Dad. I'm gonna stay in college.
Forget about that. You can be partners. And he's all cracked and he's talking like this. It's me, yo daddy.
You nailed the. Oh my God, we're already so up there.
Yo,
You
daddy.
nailed the face, Mike Larkin.
It's me, yo daddy.
Oh my God. Okay. Mike Larkin, that was bravo, dude. Have you been working on these, Mike Larkin?
No, but it just, that's how we roll. We got the gift of gab. Pay the tab.
That's the producer, I think, right? That's the who plays his dad.
Yes, I believe you're correct. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the producers. I forget who.
But it's hilarious. That's that entire end sequence, that ending scene. Oh man. But no, I mean it kind of reminds me of it, and we'll get to the Gilgo Beach guy here. But I wanted to bring up something to you as well, man.
No, bring up whatever. We can talk about whatever you want for as long as you want.
Well, as long
You
as
can do whatever you want. Are you doing this because you want to do this, Mike Larkin?
Are you doing this because you have to do this? One of the greatest lines in the history of North and South.
I think the greatest line and greatest scene in the entire miniseries, Mike Larkin.
Well, I mean, okay.
No, Mike Larkin, don't come at me with like some Kurt Russell bullshit or
Kurt Russell,
some other
Patrick Swayze,
Dorian Harewood or whatever.
What?
Who's in that?
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. That's right, not Kurt
Where the hell
Russell.
did Kurt Russell come from? This isn't
I
Tombstone.
don't know. I don't know. I think I was thinking of Kurt Russell and
This is not.
Patrick Swayze at the same time, and it came
This
out
is
Kurt
not
Russell.
Tombstone, homie. Even though you are my Huckleberry, this is not. This is not Tombstone.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Tombstone.
Which is a great movie, by the way. Whoever's never seen that, I'm your Huckleberry. That's all I got to say about Tombstone. Like Tombstone is the shit. Are you a fan of Tombstone, my homie G?
It's okay. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it's okay.
Why you gotta have hate in your heart for the Huckleberries?
I don't have hate in my heart. I'm just saying. But McLaughlin, don't tell me that one of Patrick Swayze's scenes is like the best scene in North and South.
I mean, with everything that we had in North and South, with Kirstie
Come
Alley.
on, McLaughlin, I'm trying to talk about how hot Kirstie Alley was, and you're like grabbing my style right now.
First of all, God rest her soul. And Kirstie,
this is why. See, this is why I can't bring you to parties because we won't get into the good stuff. Like you keep nerding it up.
Shut up. With Kirstie Alley, God rest her soul. Again, greatest scene, with you doing this because she wants to do this or because she has to do this. She gets this owned by her family. She marries the slave. Yeah. Well, no, I would say
her prime.
Yes. And it was a great series. Watch North and South, all three of the miniseries. It was good, but that is definitely the best scene in the entire freaking miniseries. If you've not seen any of it, watch it, but watch it for that because it gets good when she gets disowned and she goes to work, with the slave.
He gives in to her
temptations,
animalistic instincts, Mike Larkin.
We're gonna make some animal noises. But no, that guy was actually funny because he was actually on the other day. That's the same guy that was in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle with Rebecca De Mornay.
Oh, now you're bringing up Rebecca De Mornay, Mike Larkin. Ugh.
You're welcome.
Come on, dog.
You're welcome.
There's only so much I can take for one episode, Mike Larkin. I can't be perfect out all the time.
We can put on The Crush with Alicia Silverstone. Ride that swing. Ride that swing.
Please be 18.
Please be 18. Hey, driver, drive these. I've decided I want to pull the plug. Man,
they didn't tell you?
They didn't tell you? Oh, man, he's not dying. He's taking a nap. I've never seen him like this.
I'm so paralyzed.
I am so paralyzed. Don't you stick that knife in your leg. Oh, God. Now we got two. Now we got two knives.
Jesus.
Oh man. Okay. So what I was going to get to before we get to the Go-Go Beach, because I talk about you all the time and we joke about the Caesar salads. But folks.
Well, I mean, really, it's my dad's very bad.
Yeah, corny, but it's funny. Somewhat.
Ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. Don't make me laugh. Ha 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 ha. So what happened was, God rest her soul, Annabelle Ham, who is a YouTube star, died in Atlanta from an epileptic event. Thought of myself, 22. She was at a bachelorette party in Oklahoma. Just a regular guy, drive pickup truck, live in Oklahoma. Oh, no, not Oklahoma. I'm sorry, Alabama. Greenbow, Alabama.
It's the same thing.
Alabama, Oklahoma. Same
Alabama, Oklahoma. Like they bang their relatives. That's all you need to know.
That's
wherever the hell they're from.
Well, to quote my cousin Vinny, well, some of them do. So, anyway, I digress.
Hey, Vinny Bag of Donuts!
You're getting fucked out of the way you like it, you fuck. I didn't know it was such a pleasure to get a visit from you. You're getting fucked out of the way, you little shit. Hey, Vinny Bag of Donuts, how are you?
Bag of Donuts!
This is Vinny? Such a great movie. Oh, yes. But anyway, the point of the matter is, folks, so she was at a bachelorette party in Alabama, right? Goes missing on Saturday. They find her body.
I would imagine it was a very high-class, tasteful affair, right? Mike Larkin with that nice. Alabama bachelorette. Could you imagine some of the crazy, the possible felonies and misdemeanors that are going on at a Alabama bachelorette party?
Yes, with a side of Hot Pockets. Anyway, I digress. So,
how do I have chicken from the sea? Remember the Jessica Simpson where she was like, how do I have chicken from the sea, Mike Larkin? Remember that, Mike Larkin?
Is this chicken by this? Is this fish on have? Is this chicken what I have? Or is this fish? It literally says chicken by the sea. Newlyweds, folks. Anyway, I digress. She had an epileptic event. She was found missing Saturday. They found her walking on the pier Sunday, found her body. Dead. Last time they heard from her, she was walking on the pier, and then they found it at 22 from an epileptic event. That's why I always say to you, it's not just flashing lights and all this stuff, people. A lot of stuff can come from seizure, whether it be stress, whether it be anxiety, whether it be could be like having a loss of appetite or anything in regards to that. There's so much stuff that contribute to a seizure. A lot of people do die from epilepsy, so that's why I always like to put that out there, folks. So yeah, I mean, that's sad to hear about, man. 22, young and dying of epileptic event. I know you've seen me with my epilepsy. Thankfully, you've not seen me have a seizure, but you know how serious it can be.
You gotta make sure you take your gabapentin, Mike Larkin.
There's no gabapentin is not for seizures. Joe Montana was a quarterback, crazy asshole. So
whatever that nonsense medication is that you take that sounds also like gabapentin.
Depakote?
Yeah, get my code, whatever the hell that is. Yeah,
Stop it. I don't even take
get my code.
So what I take is the Levictrol. It's levetiracetam and Levictrol. You know what I'm saying? That's what I take, folks. For those who are epileptics out there, you know what I'm saying. But Depakote is also something to give people who have bipolar. So yeah, what?
Are those like names of something? What did
Yes,
you say? Predictal, Phlectal,
levetiracetam and Lepictical. Yeah.
Levetiracetam and Lepictical. I'm not going to say what I want to say, but
I'm trying to be serious here and talk about the doggone thing, man.
It sounds like you're just making stuff up now, Michael. It's just making up words.
There's no words. It's legit what I take.
I take
I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me. Nobody.
That's what I take, my lucky.
Well, David Lee Roth for you.
You're just scatting. You're just making stuff up with your mouth. Oh, it's your cousin, right, Mike Larkin?
First of all, he is not related to me, but God rest his soul too. I'm the scatting man. Oh God, I know a stat.
Yeah. You know, he doesn't.
I know a stat man, but I don't know a scat man.
I knew he wasn't related to you, Mike Larkin, because he's not as ugly as you are, so you can't be related.
Shut up. So anyway, rest in peace to Annabelle Ham is the point. But yes, any epileptics out there, y'all know what I'm going.
It is very sad. I mean, if you have
epilepsy,
someone in your life, or you have epilepsy yourself, or someone in your life who has it, always if you're with them, check in on them, make sure they're taking their medication. Make sure everyone is taking their medication. Really, I mean, but having a friend like Mike Larkin and also some other people in my life that have seizure disorders and have epilepsy and things like that, it can be pretty serious because you don't know what could happen sometimes, and that's the really scary thing. And if there's no one around, unfortunately, bad things can happen if someone goes on. I mean, Mike Larkin, I know you've told me stories about you having to go to the hospital because your parents, walked in on you playing, what was it, WWE?
So, all right, I'll tell the story. Tell the story. So,
are we allowed to talk about this? You don't talk about
this. Of course we can. Of course we can. So,
but I figure it's since we're talking about this, you might as well give you a chance to share.
Oh, absolutely, of course, man. First of all, no one is around. Nobody's home, broken inside. Anyway, I digress. So, you and your no one's around. There's nobody around. Fucking hell. Anyway, so I've had 5 seizures in my entire life here. First one started in the fall of 2007. I was playing SmackDown versus Raw 2008. I did not know they had a warning on the background because, first of all, I wouldn't even look at it because I never had a seizure before in my life. There was flashing lights in the game. I don't remember anything. All I remember was my dad yelling for me to squeeze his hand. I do remember we were going to have Mamma Mia Tutti Frutti, aka Gio's Pizzeria, over there in East.
Oh, Mamma Mia, Mikey Larkin.
The Magnifico. So we were my dad was bringing home pizza and pinwheels, and he found me on the floor. And then the next thing I remember was him telling me squeeze my hand and a bunch of EMTs looking at me, standing over me like this. And I remember freaking out. And then they put me on the stretcher and they held me down because I was literally like freaking out, like what the hell's going on? So, and I bit my tongue, like right here. So that's what I remember. And then the second time was while I was watching something on the computer. Then the third time was same thing, playing the game.
Something on the computer, Michael Larkin?
Stop it. So then Then the third time was the one where I had the scar, which I still have here. I can't see it right here, but if I did this, you'll see it. I had 15 staples on my head, banged up against the side of my desk on the nightstand there. Boom, blood all over the carpet. The blood stains on the carpet, but I was not a smooth criminal. And then the fourth one,
I'm trying to make me laugh. This is a serious moment, my God.
you know what I got to say to that? You know what I got to say to that?
What's that?
Oh no! Oh no! So
See, we can't do it. We can't be
can't do
serious.
it. We can't be serious because
Can't.
no. But no, the fourth one was another one I believe was a computer. I've had five total, and the fifth one was from the video game. But yeah, and the fifth one was actually the worst one because it was from a woo! It was from a video game that I never gave me seizures before. But yeah, and I remember my dad got pissed and he like threw something because he was tired of this shit. But yeah, no, it was in all seriousness, even though we're laughing and having fun and we can make fun, I could laugh at myself. You know what I'm saying? It's an obstacle, but I get through it. I don't let it define me. But it's serious. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have died from it, depending upon the fall. Like we talked about this young lady here. It's serious. Make sure you're taking your meds and make sure, just like I look out for you when you were down here. Not only did you remind me to take my meds, I said, hey, man, you taking your meds? We both are on meds. My dad's now on meds. My mom's on meds. So everybody just take your meds and make sure everything's okay. Everything's copacetic.
Copacetic. Copacetic, my lord. Is that your word of the day today? Copacetic.
Copacetic, yes.
Is everybody copacetic? Is that everybody? Everybody in the playhouse gonna go right? Mike Logan. Oh,
Oh no! Gotta freaking light up that mailbox, boy. So oh man, Alien Ant Farm, that and movies, and then that was it for Alien Ant Farm.
and your uncle Pat Morita is in that too, right, Mike Logan?
Stop it.
Jordan's son.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up about my freaking uncle. Dude, Pat Morita is the man. Besides Happy Days and besides what we saw that he was in the next, he was on besides the Karate Kid. I do remember watching on Disney the next Karate Kid, Hilary Swank. Oh my goodness. Not the best one, but oh my goodness, Hilary Swank.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Oh
my
my
damn.
damn. We going ham, but Hilary Swank, man. I actually do remember
I
in
don't know about Hillary Swank though, Michael.
why not?
I love the ladies, but
No, on the Hilary Swank.
to quote Austin Powers,
Yeah.
she is rather mannish, Mike Larkin.
No, stop it.
Oh no, I'm gonna get canceled for that. I don't know. I'm gonna get canceled for saying that. Can't say that anymore.
Of course not.
Can't say women look mannish.
Nah, I can't do that.
Oh boy.
It's a Gen Z.
I didn't really mean that. Okay, don't cancel me. Just a joke. Okay. Anyway.
Well, no. First of all, it's the Gen Z. I've been saying it on a lot of shows too. It's the Gen Z generation that what's funny because our parents talk about from Gen X like they hate us like in the millennial generation, but the millennials hate the Gen Z generations because everybody gets so offended. It's the cancel culture generation, and everybody has to have the correct terms.
You said generation like 9 times, Mike Larkin.
Yes, I did. So it is what it is.
Talking about my
Generation. But yeah, no, that's where we are in this world today. But no, Hilary Swank, like I remember in my senior year of high school, we had creative writing. I had a Mrs. Walsh for that class, and we actually watched Freedom Writers in that movie, in that class. Excuse me, we watched that movie. It was okay. It's very much like reminiscent of the Gangsta's Paradise, the movie that is from with Michelle Pfeiffer. If you know what I'm talking about, Dangerous Minds.
As I walk in the valley of the shadow of
of
death,
death.
I take a look at myself and realize there's nothing left.
God rest his soul, Coolio. Oh my goodness. Sammy Sosa kissed the sky. Sammy. So yes, for real. Rest in peace, Coolio. No, but I mean, yeah, gang. I will say this about Coolio. If you want to check out one of his last appearances, check him out on Get Wet from my peoples at Lingerie Fighting Championship on the VIP section. I'm doing that, getting that plug in because it was a hell of a doggone good show. But yeah, Coolio doing the damn thing. Keenan and Kel, my friend. Everybody out there, go run and tell your homeboys or homegirls start with Keenan and Kel. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to bring up Ticket to the Hub, Mike Larkin.
You and your take it to the hub. Take it to the hub.
When we talked about by the way, go back and listen to the episode when we spoke about Coolio's passing. When we were talking about his passing, That's literally the first song that you brought up.
I will say this. I mean, sometimes not everything can be about porn, and I know you're very perverted with that kind of stuff. But I can't.
Yeah, okay, yeah, me. It's just me. That yeah, okay, okay,
But,
okay.
well, it's just me. I must be disgusting. Hey, so um, you
So MTV won't let me be.
trying to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. Uh, come on, Dick, run of the rip, run back there.
No, 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 no,
Fuck
no.
you, Debbie. Kids. So
Man, the first his angry Eminem is the best Eminem, Mike Larkin.
from like the Slim Shady LP to Marshall Mathers to the Eminem Show to Encore, and then it just goes. you know,
I mean, like those first four albums and D12 is like
my
bangers.
band,
Mike Larkin.
my band, my band, my
A
band.
band. And one day up a new single is called My Salsa.
My salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance and take off their underpants. My salsa. Hey,
Hey, where'd
where's
everybody
everybody
go?
go? Like that album was good too. You had fight music, you had Purple Pills, you had my band, my band. That whole entire D12 album was awesome. But also at the same time, man, yeah, those
Smacked, Mike Larkin. It smacked. Such a band.
smacked, yes. But the thing too, as well, is the after like Encore, well, when he stopped getting less angrier, and then he started beefing with Machine Gun Kelly and all that, it kind of was like,
And
whatever.
don't forget when he did the Chronic with Dr. Dre, Mike Larkin, don't forget that. How come they always whip out the words on the rap records? Mike? I wouldn't whip out the curse words on the rap records, Mike
You mean
Larkin.
forget about Dre? That wasn't the Chronic. Eminem was never on the Chronic. That was Snoop Dogg.
Okay, what album was he on then? He was on the one before that, then, right?
No, he had the Slim Shady LP, and then he was on Forget About Dre, which is Dr. Dre's 2001 album.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said the Chronic.
Isn't that right before the Chronic?
The Chronic was in '93. Then friggin' 2001 came out in '99, 2000.
Oh, I'm confusing that with the other one. The one, what was the 01? 01 was
The 2000, the album 2001. That was the name of the album, Dr. Dre 2001.
oh, okay. Oh, I forgot about that. All right, I thought it was
Well, that's the one that has the next episode on it, and forgot about Dre and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to listen to my Will Smith CD. You know,
Well, I just remember. I thought I got that confused because that's the one with the marijuana leaf on it, Mike Larkin.
of course you would remember for that. Yes.
So I thought it was the Chronic.
Well, the Chronic has the marijuana leaf on it too, but it just says Dr.
That's
Dre.
what I'm saying. They all got that's all confusing. It's all. I just remember the They got marijuana leaves on it. That's all I remember, Michael.
Again, this is all that you would remember from that, not the music, just the marijuana.
What is that? What is that supposed to be? What you mean? That's all I would remember, Mike Logan.
Because you're a pothead. And
What you mean, you people?
What you mean, be real?
What you mean?
Fight. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you. Act like a thug. I'm sorry.
You believe him?
I don't know. I can't tell. Let's give him the test. How you doing, white boy? You cool?
Great.
Turn popcorn. Run, bitch, run! He gonna kill you.
Mike Logan, I forgot how expressive you are with your face. Like I've been talking to you like so much on like Messenger and stuff, but like I forgot like you actually have a really expressive face, Mike Larkin.
Well,
it's
no,
a shame it's still hideous to look at, but
just fuck off. Just fuck off. And and it's funny too because people will have messaged me about us. He goes, "You let him talk to you like that?" I'm like, "It's our fucking. This is our sense of humor. Like,
this is how we roll.
That's how we roll."
Good. People are actually texting you. You let him talk to you like that.
Well, a couple people have asked. He's like, he talks to you like that? Like, yeah, man, I listen to you guys, and I'm like, yeah. There was a couple people.
You give it. First of all, anyone who says that.
Yes.
First of all, you don't know us, obviously. Yeah. Second of all, he does give it back and gives it back quite well. Yes. He just does it in different ways. I feel like we've explained this before.
I know, and I have to explain it because for those who are not Well, for those that listen to us and that know us and know our sense of humor, is when I'm by myself, it's more pop culture oriented and I'm serious and blah. But I'm also serious on here too. But I like to have fun. He can be serious as well. He's a very good interviewer, that being you, homie, and all that. But when we get on here, this is our personality. It's like, well, he'll tell me I'm ugly and shit. He doesn't really mean it. He's just fucking doing it just to get a rise out of me. And as I
I
get,
think we explained this one time as we were talking about like this is just how guys act.
some guys
Like,
act.
this is just what happens when we let our hair down a little bit, and because I bet you were they a lot of girls asking you that, Mike Larkin?
No, it was
No.
no, it was mostly like a couple of guys. Like I guess that renewed us. He's like
Oh,
because they
okay.
don't
I
know.
get, and then I guess they don't understand that.
Yeah,
Then
they don't
that's
understand that. Or like again, it's
but
most
like this is stuff that guys can do. Girls don't get this because girls can't do this. This is what we did talk about this, and this is the context that it was in. Is because that girls, you'll never hear girls talk to each other like this ever,
yeah,
and
like
like not mean it.
yeah, like you hoe. What's up, hoe? Like you, one girl is gonna say it to another girl and be like jokingly, like what up, hoe? What's up, hoe?
Or
Like
not even that, even worse than that. Like
skank,
skank or or C or
slut.
like yeah, like you can't just you usually don't they don't say stuff like that unless they like actually mean it. And then like you don't. It also just sounds doesn't sound honestly. It doesn't sound very good either coming from from a woman. If we're
You
being
don't
honest,
you
like
don't see a girl going like, "Hey, thirst trap, what's up?" No, you're not gonna do.
yeah, it's just it doesn't work. Like there's just it's so it just work. Guys, it works for guys, and guys know how to make it work. And we
Well, I mean, we did this at the train station. We were going to the Islanders, and all of a sudden you rep it out to me. Hey, homo, what's up? Like,
first of all, okay, first of all, that is a homophobic slur, Mike
it
Larkin,
is very much. Don't
and
use that.
I did not say that.
No,
If
that was
you
a guy that
recall,
it was a guy that was next to us talking to his.
I did not say that. Okay, and
No,
I
we did
want to make
not.
sure everybody
And I
knows.
will say this right now, folks: don't use the homo thing because it is very homophobic. Don't use that word. But it was just that's how guys do it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if you this is a lot of stuff that goes into cancel culture. If you were to do this now, be not knowing people joking, you'd be like, well, that's offensive, and you can't use this stuff. Like, again, I always say this about the cancel culture generation. There's so much more stuff to worry about in this world: war, poverty, the economy, anything. And you want to worry about fucking words that people said from like 10 years ago. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I
So where we
mean,
living?
this.
Oh, and I got to speak about that with social media because we're on this topic here. And I know we're all over the place, folks, but this is what we do. This is how we roll. I got to ask you about threads. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk going it down, man. Challenge them to a cage match and a fight. What do you think about threads now? With
Oh, you want? Yeah,
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
I heard that it's basically like a more business friendly version of because it's a copycat app. Obviously, I mean they did take basically the same infrastructure that Twitter has. How mechanically and how it works and whatever, but it's not it's not going to be exactly the same as Twitter though, because there's going to be some more restrictions and I think the main appeal for Threads right now is that the rules seem to be a little more clear,
Huh?
and they seem to have a lot more faith in Zuckerberg than they do um, in Elon Musk.
Uh-huh.
And what I heard too is they made it really easy because you can make a Threads account because it's a Meta company with your Instagram account, and if you have an Instagram account, you can automatically just have a Threads account.
Yep.
So that also makes it really easy for them to gain followers too. Um, but I don't know, man. I mean, it just seems like I give Zuckerberg credit because he's definitely a very good opportunist. And knows a good opportunity when he sees one and knows when and how to take advantage of it. So I think that they're going to do pretty well, at least in the beginning, because I think a lot of people now kind of want an alternative um, to Twitter. But I just don't know what it's going to look like long term. That's the only thing is you don't really know, what's going to happen for the future. If Twitter is going to be around, if Twitter is going to be around, how much longer they're going to be around, if they're not going to be around, but you know, I don't know. If you're asking me, like, am I going to go out and get a Threads account? No, I don't need it. I have enough social media. It's just more social media at the end of the day, right, Mike Larkin? So,
Well, that's my thing. I have the same exact thing. I'm like, I don't need threads. I got Instagram, I got Twitter, I got my own stuff. I got YouTube, I got everything. I even have a dog on TikTok that I don't use anymore, but hey, it's there. But I mean, we have threads now. It is what it is. And it's the same thing like Twitter. I don't need it. A lot of people are even going off of Twitter because of Elon Musk and stuff. So I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's social media. I think a lot of us, even if we eliminate a lot of social media, it'll be good for a lot of people because not a lot of stress and mental anguish. You know what I'm saying? Just get fucking rid of it.
yeah, I mean, I feel like, like Musk has kind of bitten off more than he can chew here, like for the first time, like ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of the problem is he just doesn't want to admit that he's not the smartest guy in the room. I mean, he supposedly stepped down as like head of like the day-to-day operations, but yet he's still like there's like another woman in charge with him. Like he's apparently still calling the shots, and it's like he doesn't know how to just step aside and let people who are more immersed in this area than he is just take over and let them fix the problem the way it needs to be fixed. He can't allow himself to do that, and I think that that's one of the big things that's hurting that company right now is kind of just his ego.
That's what I've noticed too from him is just the ego drivenness of Elon Musk. And I mean, I'll be honest with you right now. I know you don't really use Twitter as much for your main account. You usually more for your hockey stuff, and then your
My brand accounts, Mike Clark. Yeah.
brand accounts. Yes, but no, that's what you usually mostly just like your hockey stuff. You don't use your personal one. I I'll be honest with you, each and every day. Yet I mean, it's funny because when we started using social media, I mean, you in 2008 with your whole thing. I remember we talked about that the last one. The fact of the matter is, what you did this.
Yeah, you really just wanted to bring that up. I was in high school, Mike Larkin, okay? I was in high school, all right? Give me a freaking break already, all right?
Greg, why don't you go pee your pants again? That was like third grade, asshole. People don't forget. So, but yes, everything from high school and me, like again, getting on there in 2010 to where I am now. I know it was cool doing the Facebook and stuff and getting all the people and interacting, but yeah, now as you get older, you're just like, yeah, whatever. I know because you used to make fun of me about Facebook, and I still see those in my memories about me getting all these friends and whatever on Facebook at the time. Like I said, it was so long ago, but yeah, you used to make fun of me for about Facebook and my Facebook friends or whatever I had there.
Well, Mike Larkin, you see, you used to think that Facebook was like a video game and that like the person with the most friends would win the game. What did you think you were gonna win if you had the most friends, Mike Larkin? I'm
I
just
didn't think
confused.
anything. Who thought it
I
was
don't.
a
I
video
want to know
game?
what you thought. Like you thought you were gonna like win a prize. What was the prize that you were gonna win, Mike Larkin?
I
Like
never thought it was a prize. It was just Facebook, man.
you were trying to like accumulate friends like they were like points
I
on like
never
a
did that in my
scoreboard.
life. I don't know what you're
You,
talking about.
Mike Larkin, you are so full of shit
What?
because Mike Larkin, I called you out on this at the time too. It's like it's not like I kept my mouth shut during the because
Oh, you never keep your
why
mouth
would I
shut.
ever
You
do
know
that?
this.
Why would
You
I
never
ever
keep
keep
your
my
mouth
mouth
shut.
shut
You
about
never
anything?
keep your mouth shut. You always open your fat mouth. You got something to say. Speak. Speak. Sit. You just speak. Sit. Lay down. Roll over. You're like a dog. Woof. You had to call me out. Put me out. Uh, but yes, no, I didn't look at it as a video game, but I did have I remember there was a lot of friends and you called me out on something. It all blends together after a while.
Mike Larkin, uh, you had 5,000 friends
Right.
and you actually only knew about like 150.
Give or take, maybe 200.
Probably more like 100, but let's split the difference and call
What
it
do you
one.
mean probably like 100, man? People know.
Let's split the difference and call it 150, Mike
Why are you
Walker.
calling it 150? What's wrong with 200?
I don't think it was 200, Mike Walker. I think that's generous. I think that's a generous
What, you don't
estimate.
think a lot of people know me? That's not nice.
I'm not saying that now, but I'm just saying like there's no way there's no way you had more than like 100 Facebook friends.
How do you know people didn't flock to greatness? You know, the kid sees an angel. The kid sees an angel.
Fuck it. We all I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I'm sorry, but Tony Danza during that time with Who's the Boss, which was coming
Hey,
from
Tony Danza, Michael Larkin.
Ayo, oh wait, from Who's the Boss, freaking Tony Michelli, yeah. Tony Michelli, God
Tony
dang.
Danza from Who's the Boss says, hey, oh, hey, oh,
Yeah.
hey, oh, hey.
Ayo, oh wait. Angels in the outfield, man. Well, you brought this up friggin' with, I'm gonna miss him. I really liked Miguel.
I, that was the other night, and I said,
You're like, I'm gonna miss him. We quote a
no,
lot of stuff.
no, I said, I'll pray for you, Miguel. I'm like, why?
Why? Miguel's a
Why?
fucking dickhead. He hates
He
you.
hates you. He wouldn't piss in your ear if your brain was on fire. He hates you.
He hates you. He looks at you with a friggin' dirty look, but you'll pray for him, and you're smiling like a little jackass. That's what you're doing, is you want to pray for this fucking cabron, and wanting to just fuck him.
Well, what are you trying to throw in those extra? Are you trying to prove your Italianness now by like
I
trying
mean,
to throw in
Spanish,
extra
Hispanic.
Italian?
He's Hispanic, not Italian.
Whatever, Michael.
Wow,
They're all Romance languages, Michael. Come on, dog.
they're all Romance languages. What the
All the same shit.
whatever? But yes, no. I mean, he was a puto. That's what he was. He was a puto. So Miguel got like again. He finally they rid him of Miguel from this orphanage. He's gone. Friggin' a family took Miguel. I really like Miguel. No.
Number one, he didn't like you.
Yes.
Number two,
Yes.
he got a fucking family. Why are you praying for him?
Why
He
you
should be
praying for
praying
him?
for you.
He's praying. God, man, he got a family.
He
Y'all
got
got
a freaking. First of all, like family gotta be pretty bad off,
bad
pretty
off to
hard
get
up,
Miguel.
pretty hard up to take a like a 15-year-old juvenile delinquent off the streets. Like Logan. I mean, usually you want someone, like JP's age.
Well, yeah, and you had Roger there, but Roger's father was a deadbeat who looked like a deadbeat who was just horrible. He's friggin' in the court, just pound on his head. Sorry, boy. And then he just walks out. You fucking dick. With his fucking leather jacket thinking he's all cool. You fucking dick. And he just walks out of his life. But no, that was that. But friggin' Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Danny Glover and the whole nine. And the national anthem is about a Spanish guy. Oh, say, can you see?
That's racist, Mike Larkin.
That's what he said in the movie.
That's racist. Oh, surprise, surprise! A Disney movie was racist. Oh,
No, but yeah, no, that was that. That was that. But
that's all I have to say about
about
that.
Angels in the Outfield was something. If you're not seeing the movie, it's not a bad movie, but just a lot of the stuff.
You know what I just realized? That
What?
movie has Tony Danza and Christopher Lloyd in it,
Yes,
both
he is.
from Taxi.
Yep, he's the angel, Christopher
Did
Lloyd.
did I ever mention this to you that Taxi is one of my absolute all-time favorite shows?
You like Laka? Thank you very much.
Mike Larkin, that whole cast is fucking. It's not only is it an outstanding cast, it's like one of the most like unbelievably written sitcoms like ever. Like it's so smart,
No, you're a big fan of Canadian.
thoughtful,
Well,
and
Jeff,
it's fucking hilarious. And yes, yeah, Jeff Conaway is also awesome in it too. Yes, a hickey from Kaniki is like a Hallmark card. Is that what you wanted to say, Mike Larkin?
what do you do at a yellow light? Slow down. What
Oh yeah, I
do
did
you
it.
do at a yellow light? Slow down. What?
It goes, Mike Larkin. It goes on for 10 minutes. Don't do the whole thing because it keeps going and going.
It's amazing.
Christopher Lloyd is like so underrated as an actor, as a comedic actor. Like, I mean, I know he obviously everybody knows Back to the Future. He's great in Back to the Future, but like, he's actually got really good comedic timing and good comedic chops. Like, he's actually really good.
Of course. And you had Kaufman on there as Latka, who then got fired because of just his outlandish zaniness. And then that led to him becoming the intergender champion of the world and wrestling Jerry Lawler from Memphis, Tennessee. Durr.
You have to always bring it back to fucking wrestling, Mike Larkin. Oh my God. We're talking about a sitcom, a TV sitcom, one of the greatest of all time. And somehow you found a way to bring up wrestling, talking about a comedic sitcom.
So then Andy Kaufman, man, he's talking about the bar of soap. You know, everybody used to wear a bar of soap in Memphis, Tennessee, which led to one of the most greatest bouts in intergender wrestling history with intergender champion of the world with Andy Kaufman and Jerry the King Lawler. Thinks he breaks his nut, but he doesn't. Then we're talking about David Letterman. He throws the coffee on
Did
him.
you say
David Letterman.
intergender championship?
He was the intergender champion of the world. He wrestled women.
Yeah, who did he wrestle for that, Mike Larkin? Who would
Well, you had Jerry the King Lawler that was tired of him. It was the Memphis thing. It was the South. It was the territory days, you know. Jerry Lawler saves, you know, a lot of the girls. He say, "Hey, Coffin, why don't you fight me? Why don't you fight a man?" And then he breaks his neck, but he really doesn't. It's all, you know, they have an ambulance.
didn't he fight a playmate? Didn't we
What?
talk about this one time? Didn't he fight a playmate?
I think that would have been the character.
Wrestle a playmate?
I think that's who the character that Courtney Love portrayed in the movie that he winds up marrying.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't her.
It wasn't her. It was somebody else then. Who cares? Anyway, the point of the matter
I
is
think it was Susan Smith. Wasn't it Susan Smith that he
might have been. Might have been.
wrestled?
Might have been. I'll look it up. But yeah, I remember it was a 200
Oh,
pound.
you'll look it up. Right? You're gonna look it up.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna do a lot of research later, right, Mike Larkin?
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, me too. I want to do research too, Mike Larkin. Yeah, where virgins?
My daughter, for a lack of a better term, is dumb. How can I stop her menstrual cycle?
You want to
Yeah,
stop her menstrual cycle?
cycle? Yeah, just for like a few years. I
don't
don't think
think
that's
you
such a
should
good
do it.
idea. First of all, how could I not turn to wrestling with Andy Kaufman was on a comedy show and he also was, and at that time, I'm talking about the timeline. That's all. I talk about more than wrestling too. That is also your problem and your misconception when we do these shows. You think everything I do is just about wrestling. No, it just happened to tie in.
It just happened to tie in. I just you somehow every show you just happen to bring up wrestling just out of nowhere. Like just what a coincidence. Ooh.
That's how it goes, man. Like I said, my people know what's up. Y'all get to see me do my thing.
Your people. Your people. What do you mean, you people?
You ho? What do you mean? Who you calling ho ho? You ho? Y'all just unlock my inner killer. So let's stop dropping bombs. Just God damn. Had to make fun of me.
How can you wake up dead? You can't wake up because you're already dead. No, you see, you wake up and then you realize that you're dead. No, but you can't wake up if you're already.
Oh shit! You just dropped some information. Damn. Fucking Scary Movie 4, man. Fucking Scary Movie 3. I heard she watched a movie and she wound up dead. How do you wake up dead? Because you was alive. Damn, that's some crazy shit right there. You just put on some crazy shit. What are you doing? I'm just grabbing some nuts.
Yeah, you were bringing that one up. I like it.
Yeah, whatever.
You're right, Arna. I'm like, I'm the most like Kevin Hart in that movie, right, Mike Larkin?
Oh, absolutely.
He's like jumping on top of him. He's like Creek grinds on him a little bit, right, Mike Larkin?
Yeah, give it up for my man.
yeah. What? Yeah. Give me some. Yeah.
Give me some. What? And then he just goes. Then he falls over. That would definitely be you all the way. First of all, you used to grind on me in high school. You would come out of nowhere and just jump on me.
No, Mike Larkin, I never grinded on you in high school. Mike Larkin, maybe in your dreams, maybe.
First of all, you know what you did. Yeah, we used to come up to you.
Oh, I know what I did, Mike Larkin.
You're horrible. Like I swear to God, every time with this guy. Even
I sat next to your ugly ass for 3 years.
Take that back, fool. Anyway,
you take that back.
Teddy fucking Roxbury. No, fucking Ted. Oh my God. Take that back. Say that shit again. Teddy fucking Roxbury. Ugh, the Ted movies. I know you were not very much of a fan because you're not a big Seth MacFarlane fan.
Yes, first of all, I am a Seth MacFarlane fan.
I don't know if you are, man. You sure about
I like his cartoon. Mike Larkin, why haven't you been watching American Dad this entire time?
It's not really my thing, man. You're into the
Mike
cartoons.
Larkin. It's hilarious, and every clip that I send you from that, is hilarious.
I don't know about
Mike
that.
Larkin, that Steve, he sings so many good songs. He's like the best singer. He randomly breaks out in this song. It's the best. It's like one of the best parts of the show. He just starts singing songs. He was Mike Larkin did not sing in the clip. He sings "Baby Come Back," Mike Larkin in the movie theater. He sings "Baby." That's one of our jams, Mike Larkin. Player, Mike Larkin. Holler back, player.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Baby, come back. By the way, we talk about the grinding of.
We used to harmonize. My God, do you remember we used to harmonize that song in high school? Remember that?
We did.
I would go, you take the low, I take the high.
Yes, I'll get back to the grinding in a second. Let's talk about.
No. You will not. You will not get back to the grinding.
No, I will not take my pants off. So back to you take the high, I take the low. Every time we do, we go ahead.
Toby?
Song's about his dick.
It's love gun, my
love gun. So, goddamn, you take the high, take the low, and then we would go, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. My mom actually still makes fun of us because she remembers every time that you would come over, and we used to do like you were talking about with the chest bump thing. You do the chest bump, and she's like, all I see is you guys, you're Mark Larkin, and then she does the with me as a joke. We used to do that all the time. He's like, and I said, okay, what do we look like then? And then you just go, she did this, she did it like this, and it was funny. My mom used to always tease us about that.
Yeah, your mom used to do that, Mike Larkin?
Stop it. Your mom used to tease us about, our little chest bump.
I'm going to have to ask her to show me that next time I see her.
How about you don't?
I'm going to have to see what that looks like, Mike Larkin.
How about you don't?
I'm going to have to inspect it very closely because I have to inspect everything very closely.
Shut up. You blind son of a bitch. You got to inspect things closely.
Yes. Mike Larkin, listen here, okay? Being blind has many advantages, Mike Larkin.
Chico, don't be discouraged. All right, be discouraged, you blind bastard. See if I can.
Look, are you getting butthurt right now, dog?
No, that's from Secret Window.
What are we saying, Mike Larkin?
I don't know. You keep giving me all over the place. Anyway, the grinding stuff with Kevin Hart. Yes, that would be you because you used to do that a lot in high school. To me. You did.
Mike Larkin, I don't remember any of this. I would never, ever do something like that. No. Mike Larkin, I don't know. I hate to disappoint you, Mike Larkin, but I like chicks, Mike Larkin.
How about you just shut up? You know what you
do. I like chicks, okay? All right. I appreciate the interest. I really do. I really do, Mike Larkin. I gotta say, I appreciate the interest. I'm flattered, but I'm sorry, but I only like you as a friend, Mike Larkin. Okay, I only like you as a friend. I like chicks. Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you or act like a thug. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say. I'm sorry for ruining your Black Panther party.
First of all, we're not just gonna go straight to that. You gotta do the whole doggone thing.
Mike Larkin.
You gotta do the whole goddamn thing.
You know you want to do it, Mike Larkin. Come on. This show is already. We haven't even gotten to everything that I want to talk about. But this show is already off the rails. But just come on. You know you want to do it, Mike Larkin.
Are you doing this because you wants to do this?
You know you want to do this, Mike Larkin.
God, fuck it. He shouldn't be hitting you, Jenny. I'm sorry, Jenny. It's just this goddamn Johnson in this goddamn war. This goddamn Lion Johnson, this goddamn war. That doesn't give you an excuse to hit a woman.
It doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense, Mike Larkin. Like
that goddamn Lion Johnson in this goddamn war.
What does that have to do with you hitting a woman?
Hit a woman. Like you just hit a woman and you go in there, sorry about it, ruining your Black Panther party. Oh my god, what a dick. But anyway, yes, I had to do it before we get into what you want to cover. I covered what I need to cover. Let's cover what we do want to talk about. The Gilgo Beach, they caught him. He was just a regular guy, but no, he was not from Oklahoma, and did he not drive a pickup truck? The Gilgo Beach murders, baby. What happened? Let's talk about it. They got him. pizza crust and all.
Well, Mike Larkin, you once upon a time, you used to live on Long Island, and so you know about this, Mike Larkin.
First of all,
So
I'm a very much a Long Island boy. Yes,
were, were,
you got a
was,
problem with anybody that
was a Long Island boy. Mike Larkin,
a
you left.
problem. You got a problem with people who leave Long
My zip code is 117, Mike Larkin. Your zip code is
295. But anyway, I digress. But
I'm surprised that you guys can count that high down there.
first of all, and here's the funny part about it that you bring that up before you even get to Gilgo Beach. You do this all the time. Anybody that leaves Long Island is considered not a Long Islander anymore. Why?
Because Mike Larkin, if you love it here, you should want to stay here, Mike Larkin.
First of all, it's cheaper down here, number one. But also number two.
You know what I think, Mike Larkin? I think you just don't love Long Island enough, Mike Larkin. That's what I think, Mike Larkin. Because you know what, Mike Larkin, I'm still here, and I love Long Island. So what does that mean for you? You don't live here anymore. So maybe that means you don't love
Also,
Long
the
Island.
fact that a lot of New Yorkers have come down here that are from Long Island and upstate New York that live in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, and they're all not New Yorkers and Long Islanders either.
You just got a problem with people leaving Long Island. I mean, Tavares left. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
always
it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. Like you're gonna bring up Tavares. You think I still care about that?
I don't know about that. Some people do. Some people do. So anyway, I digress. We're talking about Gilgo. Talk about Gilgo Peach up in her. Let's talk about the killers. Yes, they got him. The pizza crust, everything.
By the way, how Long Island is that he got caught from the pizza crust
I know, right? In the
in the
garbage.
in the box of in the pizza box.
In the garbage.
I mean, like that's just like the only thing that would be more Long Island is if they got the DNA off like a bacon, egg, and cheese, right, Mike Larkin?
Yep. Or maybe some bagels.
Mm-hmm. Sure, you want some bagels?
Bagels. If I could turn back time. But no, that's just it's crazy to think that after well, first of all, the fact they finally got him, guy's a horrible human being, but also at the same time, out of a pizza crust, they found the evidence and boom, he's gone. Put him in jail, throw away the key, lock him up.
It was so bad. Like it seemed like a W at first for us, but then like you find out that like it took so long for this to happen because like the old chief of police in Suffolk County was corrupt and like the DA was corrupt and like this thing was kept getting swept under the rug because like they would have had to be investigated and reach out to other agencies and I think they had something they would have had to be involved with the FBI or the Justice Department or something like that, FBI or Justice Department or the Justice Department, and they couldn't because they were corrupt. They apparently the old chief, like hit someone in the station and made everyone keep it quiet. There's a lot of corruption going on. That's why it took so long, and it's unfortunate because, more people may probably have died that didn't have to if the police department was clean and did their job. So that's a little embarrassing, but the point is now, we finally got justice, and well, we're gonna get justice anyway, and knock on glass or whatever this is.
Knock on wood.
Well, I don't have a wood. I don't have two. I can't reach the wood right now. So I'm
Knock
just
on
gonna
wood.
knock on wood. But yeah, it's good that they got him, but it's a shame that it took this long, and it's getting Long Island national. It's crazy, like crazy things that end up being like national news, like always seem to happen on Long Island, right? My Larkin, it's like this. It's like Amy Fisher,
Yep. The Long Island Lolita. I mean, yeah, it was just
TWA off the coast.
yes.
TWA Flight 800.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, now that you talked about Amy Fisher, you got me thinking, man. Because Amy Fisher. Yep. But no, that's what we have at the Gilgo.
You're into some Long Island Lolita, Mike Larkin. That's what you're into, Mike Larkin.
Well, first of all, she is very gorgeous, but I will say this: I did follow her through some of her adult entertainment career.
Of course you did.
Yes, of course. But no, I mean that was a time, man.
That's part of your research, right, Mike Logan? That's just part of you just doing research.
Research purposes only, as they
Yeah, Phil, getting updates on the news stories, getting that research in, Mike Logan.
yes, as they say in the
Yeah, I
market.
feel you too, dog. I do a lot of preparation for this show too. I do a lot of research.
Of
I feel
course,
you, dog. I feel you.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Huh.
Everybody's just doing research. We're all virgins.
Stop, shut up. And we're virgins too. But
All
no,
of us animals, some of us cannibals.
right. We can help dead animals and see the man love any love. Yeah. So reach for a man and a man can't love.
So
Oh man, but yeah, no, that I'm glad that they got him, but it's sad to see. Like, I mean, like you mentioned, national news. It's sad to just see the police and everything go down the way it did. But the main thing is they caught him, and nobody else is gonna, die from this. And just rest in peace to the victims, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's hard. Like I remember reading that story, but also what came out around that time, I thought it was funny that Islip Terrace, the post office over there, kept getting robbed, and also the one in Central Islip, because of course. So I mean, they had him. Someone got arrested. They caught him on Friday. This within like a few hours of the same day, because he was robbing the Islip Terrace post office, and he was robbing over there in CI over there. So I mean, hey, I think the fact that the cops got that guy was cool, just because I thought it was funny. Because my dad was telling me about that, because he was on.
I'm glad I called that guy.
Man, I'm glad I called that guy. So, yes, I'm just glad that they got him too. But it's crazy just to see what's going on Long Island, man. It really was just seeing everything from that story with everything with the
Like, look at who. Hold up. Who would want? Who would want to rob the post office in Islip Terrace and Central Islip, Mike
He
Larkin?
was from Central Islip. Tried to rob them both twice. I think the first one in Islip Terrace, he got the money. Then he tried it back a second time, and they threatened him.
Why are you trying? Is it because there's like no security there? Is that why? Like, because like what would they have? What would I'm trying to think? What would be in the post office in like Central Islip or Islip Terrace that you would want to rob?
I don't know, man. He went to the dirty terrace and he was trying to rob some.
I don't know, man.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just people who don't know. Those are not.
Long Island.
Those are not world class areas. Let's put it that way.
I grew up in Islip Terrace for like a few years, and then I moved to East Islip in my teen years. So
Yeah, you and John Quinones.
stop it. But yeah, no. But no, Islip Terrace, the dirty terrace, man. Had a lot of stuff that went on down there. You know what I'm saying? East Islip.
Oh yeah, you've seen some stuff. You're from the streets. You're so hardcore, my fuck. You wear this shirt because these are your colors, right, Mike Larkin?
I visualized a lot of things in my life, but yeah, no. But yeah, East Islip had some stuff, especially your boy shooting up a house and that woman crying, "Oh my God, we live in East Islip, and everything was gonna be like
What? Who's my boy?
Kyle."
Kyle shot up a house?
Yeah, your boy Kyle.
No. Oh yeah. No, not my boy. Not my boy. No.
Little inside joke, folk. His
No.
graduated about a year or two before
No,
mine.
it's not talking. You don't have to explain anything. I don't want anything traced back to anybody. Okay, that's not.
You gotta trace you, man.
He's not my boy. He's not my boy. Okay. Okay. The person in question, he was always strange. I was never really friends with him. Okay. He creeped me out. All right. Let's not. He's not my boy, Mike Larkin. Okay. I don't endorse gun violence, Mike Larkin. Okay. I'm not Mr. I love Chris Benoit over here. Like Chris Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame.
First of all, I've never said that.
Chris Benoit didn't do steroids. He didn't do steroids. It's not fair. He didn't do steroids.
I never said that. First of all, Chris Benoit should not be in the Hall of Fame for what he did. I can separate the difference. The wrestler, one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. The person, absolutely horrible for what he did. Absolutely unforgivable and just absolutely not right, wrong, and just dead on disgusting. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
doing steroids, Mike Larkin.
It was not steroids. It was
Mike
called
Larkin.
the brain of an 85-year-old man. They found this. It was not steroids. It's called unprotected chair shots. That's what does it to your brain, folks. CTE, early
Mike
signs.
Larkin. He wasn't really getting hit with a chair, Mike Larkin.
Yes, he was. Are you? Don't fucking do this. Don't. You know what's going to piss me? I know what you're doing because you're going to piss me off about this because you don't understand the wrestling business. Is your problem?
I understand. I just like to see you getting built up, Mike Larkin.
You don't understand the business. For those who've never been in the business and who've not taken a bump or seen the insides announced, you don't fucking know. So I mean, it is what it is. And I
I
got
just want to say, all I'll say about that is that
he had CTE.
John Stossel is a genius, Mike Larkin. He's a very smart man
First
who
of
spoke the truth.
all,
He's not afraid to speak the truth, Mike Larkin.
John Stossel got exactly what he deserved, and I loved it. Because let me tell you some folks about the great Dr. D. David Schultz. Check out his book if you have not. It's called This, so you know what I'm saying. So that's fake. That's great. Check out the book. I got to put it in the description. Dr. D. David Schultz. This is the only wrestling business where the toughest survive. He was in gimmick. Now, he had claimed that Vince McMahon told him to slap him. He said, and that's not the case. Greg Valentine and many wrestlers vouched for Vince and said, hey, he just told him to, be the gimmick, do the gimmick. And that's what he was doing. He was in character. It's called kayfabe, brother. So he was in character. They asked him about, John Stossel asked him, do you think I think it's fake? He told him he thinks it's fake. And he goes, what do you think about the wrestling? This is the toughest wrestling business where the toughest survive. And he goes, well, I think it's fake. Oh, really? I think that's fake. That's a hope and hand slap. That's fake. Is that fake? And then John Stossel ran away like a little biatch. He ran like a little biatch. And then they fucking Barbara Walters. That fucking Barbara Walters is asking him, "Oh, John," and he's like, "My ears, they hurt." You little bitch! Oh well, I used to wrestle in high school and Dirk for Dirk for Dirk. That's a real wrestling, Mister. I'm gonna have to ask you to take your gay porn out of this bar. That's what I gotta say about you, John Stossel. I used to wrestle in high school, and he was on Dark Side of the Ring, and they're asking him about this because it was talking about Dr. D. David Schultz, and he was recanting the incident. And fucking Stossel comes on and he's like, fuck you, Dave, for what you did to me and blah, 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 blah. And Dave's like, yeah, whatever, because he doesn't care. Everybody who's been in the wrestling business, he got what he deserved. I don't care if it's wrestling or whatever. If you insult somebody's profession or livelihood just because whatever you think, you gonna get slapped. Don't start no shit. There won't be no shit. It's real fucking simple, folks. That's it.
How long you been waiting for that, Mike Larkin? No, that's like you're getting all like you're doing your own little wrestling product. Don't start no shit. There ain't gonna be no shit. I'm gonna take down Hulk Hogan at the Civic Arena on Tuesday night. I'm gonna get that championship belt. Me, Mike Larkin, the big bad inbred. I'm gonna fuck everybody up left and right, and I'm gonna celebrate with my family.
First of all, it's the Civic Center, and number two, fuck right off, you son of a bitch. So
celebrate with my family in my bed.
Wow. Okay. The problem is, again, you don't understand the business because you're ignorant.
Big bad inbred. You like that, Mike Larkin?
First of all, again, you don't understand the business because you're ignorant. And
you say so.
Number two, that's the thing. You don't, again, people don't understand unless you've been around it or you've been in.
Look, I'm just trying to get a rise out of you. I don't really, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get a rise out of you.
You're not. I'm just saying, but that's
I'm not. You've been talking for like the last 15 minutes about this, but I'm not.
Because the problem is what you're doing is something that a lot of people just don't understand and they never will understand.
So just let them don't understand, like, look, who cares? There's always gonna be assholes. There's always gonna be people who are gonna be ignorant, as you say, because you're not hood or street or anything.
It's just
you're not hard for saying it like that. For saying ignorant.
Nobody's saying it. It's just, again, you like to get a rise out.
Ignorant. It's ignorant, Mike Larkin.
It's ignorant. So the problem
is you know how to use syllables, Mike Larkin. Okay, come on.
It is what it is. But no, the problem is John Stossel. The point of the matter is what I'm saying is John Stossel got everything that he deserved, and I still laugh my ass off and smile every time I see.
John Stossel is a victim, Mike Larkin.
He is not. He's a little bitch that has no fucking glue. like all these news media outlets that have no fucking clue about wrestling because they don't want to do their research, like that goddamn Nancy Grace when the Ultimate Warrior died. When it's like Owen Hart in this. Owen Hart fell from the friggin' sky and the friggin' arena and fell to his death. Fucking Mike Von Erich
They're
killed
doing
him.
steroids.
It was not steroids. So the problem is
Some of it is
no,
steroids.
it was not. So the problem is
Steroids may have contributed.
it was not fucking steroids. Not everything is fucking steroids. It's not like everything is Miami Vice.
Most of them are. Most of them are.
No,
But it's in my Lauren. You have to admit there's an inordinate amount of wrestlers that have died because of steroids.
no, mostly it's CTE. But I mean, we have a lot of stuff that
Like
goes on. It's
the
CTE.
Nile is not just the river in Egypt.
Just stop it. Yeah, just stop it. You know what I'm saying? I know
We
you.
know about the steroid use, Mike Larkin. We know The Rock does steroids, Mike
Rock
Larkin.
never did steroids.
Rock does steroids.
Oh, he doesn't.
Look it up.
No, he doesn't.
Look it up.
No, he
I know
doesn't.
that he does. Look it up.
He doesn't. Stop it.
Look it up.
I'm not looking it up. Fuck
All right,
off.
I'll send you something later then. I'll send you something later.
All right.
He
Again,
absolutely does. He absolutely does, or has in the past.
whatever. Anyway, the point is respect the business, respect all the business in every endeavor. Doesn't matter if it's wrestling, what have you. Don't be like John Stossel and be a douche because he has no fucking clue. Where's his career gone? Nowhere. Like, really? Like, come on, let's be honest with ourselves. So, anyway, I'm gonna get off the soapbox.
He's doing quite fine, Mike Larkin. He's doing still reports now, Mike Larkin. He's doing great.
Who the fuck is he?
He's in like is he still doing Fox News? He was doing Fox News
Well,
at one
that
point.
that says a lot,
CNN,
right?
Fox News. He's doing the cable news.
Well, that says it a lot right there. So, anyway, off the John Stossel rant because you like to get me bowed up about pro wrestling.
I'm kind of wishing I didn't now because you just ate up like 20 minutes of time now.
No, you're fine. First of all, you get on me for talking wrestling a lot. I'm like, dude, it's my shtick. You know what I'm saying? I'm around the people. So
Now he has a shtick. Now it's like his gimmick. It's your gimmick,
gimmick, brother. It's the gimmick.
Yeah,
And
you're right. See, you think you're like a wrestler now. You're gonna come up and like wrestle me next.
No, well, you're
You got
breaking
a
the
match.
kayfabe. You're breaking kayfabe, brother. You can't be breaking kayfabe.
I don't know. Did you making up words again, my lord? Kayfabe.
Don't break kayfabe, man.
Okay, stop. Yeah, you're trying to get me to go. What the heck is kayfabe? What's kayfabe? Keep saying kayfabe. That's what you're trying to do.
Who's saying what? No, I'm not saying anything.
My lord, you just made up that word kayfabe.
It's a word, kayfabe.
Whatever. You think you're cool because you say it. I don't know what it means.
You think you're so cool?
Because you probably made that word up, my lord.
Nope, kayfabe, man.
You're okay. You and your wrestling people. Your wrestling people made up that word. That's a made up word.
You think you're so cool, Richard Jufro? We
don't say tap that.
It's a real word. It's about the illusion.
Sounds like my Friday night.
Shut up, Sally. We went to temple. Oh, friggin' yeah. No, do not wish that you brought up wrestling because I can talk about wrestling all day. But yeah, we'll move on.
McLaughlin.
What?
Do you have any extra large condoms?
Seth, you got a tiny penis.
McLaughlin, when did you change your name to Seth, dog?
Shut up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our rants and raves on everything because we went off the rails. But as well,
wait, we're not done.
Okay, what I missed?
We're not done. We're not done. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like we are not done. What about we didn't talk about the strike.
Oh, the writer's strike?
The writers and the SAG strike.
Okay.
Because Mike Larkin, everything is up in limbo now. I mean, there's a lot of issues going on there, but it's Hollywood's ground to a halt. And there's a lot of productions now that are like up in the air. We don't know what's gonna happen. And it's a real shame because I was getting pretty excited, Mike Larkin, because you remember what I sent you, right, Mike Larkin? I was all excited.
What was that?
Mike Larkin, they're bringing back Elektra, Mike Larkin.
The movie?
They're bringing back Jennifer Garner as Elektra.
I'm cool with that. That was a good movie.
Mike Larkin, she's my favorite female superhero, Mike Larkin.
And I'm aware of this. I know special feelings.
Dude, and not just for the reason that you think, Mike Larkin, but also because Mike Larkin, I don't know if you remember what franchise Elektra was spun up from.
Okay, what was it from?
You remember when she appeared in Daredevil, Mike Larkin?
Oh yes, with Ben Affleck. I remember seeing that movie.
Daredevil, Mike Larkin.
Evanescence, Bring Me to Life was in that movie. Hell yeah!
Wake me up!
I cannot wake up.
Like, looking, Daredevil is the only blind superhero, Mike Larkin. Okay. He's the only blind superhero. So she is uh the squeeze or the boo, as Usher would say, of
Mabu.
uh the only blind superhero.
Well, I mean, that's why you gravitate towards them. I understand.
Yeah. So now you know why that other reason is so important too, Mike Larkin.
Yes, I get it.
So I'm really excited about that because I just and she, let's be real. I mean, God, she's freaking so hot.
So hot.
So
Want to
hot.
touch the hiney?
No, that Veronica Vaughn is one
One
nice
hot
piece.
piece of A.
I did her.
No, you didn't.
Well, I know a guy that did her.
No, you don't. But yes, I remember actually seeing that movie with my dad, Daddy O, at Islip, seeing Daredevil with Jennifer Garner back in '03. I remember. I remember.
I think my Larkin. You know what's crazy? I think I also saw Daredevil at the Islip Theater for some reason.
Really?
It's so crazy. Yeah, I think I saw it there too.
It was a good time. I wanted to go see it. My dad took me to it. I mean, it was not bad. It was not a bad movie. I know the movie gets a lot of bad rap, but it
But
was not
then then she got that was the 04, right? That was 04.
yeah, '04 was Electra, I believe.
Or was that when was Daredevil? 03?
Daredevil
No,
was '03.
Daredevil was 04.
Oh, it was '03.
It was 03? And then 05 was Elektra.
Yeah,
And that was her solo spin-off movie. And oh my God.
I know, right?
That what is that outfit? I don't know what that outfit's called, but
Whatever it is, it's hot as hell.
I love that outfit though. Oh man, it's just like she's so badass too. Like she's hot and badass. Like
I like a
and the
lot of
freaking katanas and like
right.
oh man, I'm so pumped. I was so pumped for that. And then then they announced the strike, so now no one knows what the hell is gonna happen now. Like no one knows what the hell any of these things are gonna look. And look, it's probably for the best. Hollywood needs to shake up. Let's be real, Mike Larkin. I mean, right? I mean,
I agree. I mean, I'll be honest, it didn't shock me that we had a writer's SAG strike there because of the fact of the matter is Hollywood. So it really didn't shock me. But hey, I know I'm not shocked that you wanted to see Elektra either because well, so I mean,
I'm a lizard. Mike Larkin, I ain't no lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
what
I was doing Mulan, Mike Larkin.
what?
You remember Mike Larkin? I was doing Eddie Murphy in Mulan. I ain't no lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
God damn it!
Come on, Mike Larkin. You don't remember the original Mulan, the cartoon Mulan?
Yes. Is this why'd you have
Mike
to
Larkin,
go?
true to your heart, Mike Larkin. O Town and Stevie Wonder, true to your
That was
heart.
98 degrees in Stevie Wonder.
Whatever, Mike Larkin.
O-Town wasn't even around then. What the hell's wrong with you?
Mike Larkin, this is the same crap, Mike Larkin. You know what I meant.
The hell's wrong with you? You're just killing music. Anyway, but yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm killing music. I'm killing music.
yeah, with your shoes that nobody knows about, with friggin' New Wave and all that stuff that used to make me listen to. You know what I'm saying? With your
I made you. I
absolutely
was educating you, Mike Larkin. I was actually showing you good stuff, Mike Larkin. I made you. I made you listen. You know that album was awesome, Mike Larkin. You know it was awesome. Okay, you know. So quit messing with my mind.
you've been messing with my mind. But no, that was the thing too. It's just, yeah. Also, that also had Reflection on it by Christina Aguilera. When will my reflection show who I am inside? You know what I'm saying? Old
Are we
Christina.
talking about? We're talking about Milan still. We're talking about.
Yeah, Mulan. And also, why'd you have
Why'd
to
you have to go away
away
from
from home?
the
Mulan,
Mulan?
your cousin with Mulan.
There was Dylan. Dylan had that one, and then Ron. You know, I ran by a flock of seagulls.
Do you like Flock of Seagulls? No, but I can see
I
you
can see you do. You would be like that guy back watching.
right there. Yes.
But his brother, he thought that the song "Iran" by A Flock of Seagulls was about the country Iran.
Oh shit. Oh man. But yeah, no. But the writers strike in the
And I ran so far away.
couldn't get away. But yeah, so with the writers and the SAG strike, I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, well, that's all I really can say about that. I mean, a lot of movies.
It's like a soup. It's all about like AI and like actors' rights and
Yeah,
the hard the lower class, harder working people are not really getting paid a lot, and so this really affects them. Um, and if you've seen like Fran, have you seen the interviews that Fran Drescher's been? All of a sudden, Fran Drescher is in the news again, Mike Larkin.
for what?
All of a sudden, because Fran Drescher is now president of SAG, see people all of a sudden are caring about Fran Drescher again, and of course she's like getting this is like our livelihoods. This is like such a big moment for all of us in our world. And have you seen these clips, Mike Larkin? Have
Yeah.
you seen? She thinks that she's on the nanny again, Mike Larkin.
The flashy girl from Flushing, the nanny named Fran. Yeah.
She was working in the bottle shop of Flushing Queen.
Until the boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. What was she
What
to
was she
do?
to do? Where was she
Was
gonna
she to
go?
go down on the cabin?
We're gonna sing the whole song.
And I don't hate Fran Drescher, but now like she's acting all like, like
So such a monumental moment.
it's
Of course, it's not enough that she has to be extremely over dramatic.
well, this is Fran Drescher.
Also, the Long Island accent,
Long
Michael Walker.
Island, the Long Island.
Long Island. This is such a big moment. Oh my God. We have to think about our families. Oh my goodness. It is so monumental.
Just fucking why?
I have to meet with my producer to have tea and coffee and eat the pizza that I'm going to leave my DNA on so that
Wow.
they can find. No. Marcelo, you know, I didn't mean it like that.
Like, wait a minute. Whoa, where did that come from?
We're gonna instead of Limp Biscuit, we're gonna play Limp Pizza, Mike Locker.
Pizza. Oh man. Holy shit.
Roni.
What? Oh my god. But yes, she kills it. For those who've not seen it, as soon as he started doing it, the mental picture came back of her just again, she's always not even just this. If you watch her in interviews, it is always over dramatic. It is always over dramatic. Oh my
I
god.
mean, just oh my goodness. I mean, what what is she to do? Where is she to go?
She was out on her fanny. She had style, she had flair, she had which is how she became the nanny.
Who would have thought that the girl you described?
Was that exactly what the doctor prescribed, and now she's fine. Watch out, CC. The kids are actually supposed to say swab, baby. She's a lady in red when everybody else is wearing tan. The flashy girl from Flushing, the nanny named Fran. Bing.
You know what? We gotta take advantage of this opportunity because like we don't really get many opportunities to talk about the nanny anymore, Mark Clark.
Oh, of course, no. All the repeats that they've had on it, which Coolio was on. Since we mentioned Coolio earlier, there was an episode. Rest in peace. There's an episode where he plays like the nerdy guy, and then he turns into Coolio and he starts rapping, and it's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, because Coolio was the shiznit.
Of course.
Of course, but also at the same gang gang, but also at the at the same time with the nanny. Yeah, nobody ever talked about the nanny anymore. And also when I think of Fran Drescher and I think of her and Jack, God rest his soul, Robin Williams plays the hot mom.
Mike Larkin, I gotta say though, I mean, I just kind of can't stand these interviews, but she still got it together, Mike Larkin. She's still got it going on a little bit. Fran Drescher, got to give her credit.
She does.
She still got it going on. You know, you can make fun of the voice all you want. You can make fun of being over dramatic, but she's still keeping together pretty well.
Yes, she is.
Still keeping up that brick house, Mike Larkin.
She's mate, just letting it all hang out. She's a brick. House. Mighty, just letting it all hang out. She's a brick house. Like ladies,
Lady is stack, and that is
that's
a
the
fact.
fact. And there isn't
There isn't
anything
anything
wrong
wrong
with
with
that. Fucking Fresh Prince, early Fresh Prince. Oh my goodness.
Alfonso Ribeiro, dog.
Yeah, who originally they actually fired him originally because they didn't want him on, but then they rehired him because they realized how good he was. I think he was going to go do a different world, which he did have a role on a different world very briefly. But yeah, then he got on the Fresh
Well,
Prince.
you know, they just didn't understand him, Mike Larkin, because he was part of a whole new generation, Mike Larkin.
You're a whole new generation. You're a whole new generation. Bumps into Michael Jackson. You're a woo, da, 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 woo. Oh god, that's one of the great commercials. That and his friggin' breakdancing, man. His breakdancing. Alfonso Rivera.
Hi, I'm Alfonso Ribeiro. I'm here to tell you about
My breakdance.
whatever the fuck the name of that breakdance video was.
Fucking, I'm here to show you the breakdance. You can pop, lock,
I'm
and
here to
drop it.
tell you about how to breakdance. It's super easy.
Gonna start with the pop, lock, and drop it. We're gonna start, see how
Is that like Darren's dance crews, the pop and lock routine? Is that a little
ain't
different?
no lie. Bye, bye, bye. It's like when he's trying to teach them to dance to Jordan Knight, baby. You know I can give it to you, and he's like, "This is how Jordan does this." I'm like, come on, man.
That's New Kids on the Block, right?
Jordan Knight was New Kids on the Block, yes,
Oh my God, I got that right, dog. Look at
yes,
that. You're
but no,
surprised.
he
You're
went.
surprised I got that right.
I know him and Joey were the ones that went solo in the late '90s. Yes.
I'm straight and have a life, so it's a little bit harder for me to.
How about you just shut? First of all, here's what you do to get a rise out of me. You do realize that there is males who are straight, not just that, but people that do enjoy New Kids on the Block because they had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick.
Yeah, I think the word for that is what do they call them? Metrosexuals, Mike Larkin.
Oh, so pretty much you're describing Ryan Seacrest, yes. So Ryan Seacrest. Well, let me say something about
Am
it.
I describing Ryan Seacrest, Mike Larkin? I mean, you probably know better than I would.
First of all, you could tell with Ryan Seacrest, but also at the same time, like I remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have gaydar, Mike Larkin. I don't know.
Stop talking. Just shut up. Just really shut up. Just shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. All right. So, but no, Ryan Seacrest. I even remember, like, it's so funny. People talk about American Idol in the talk show now. I remember when he was on Click, for God's sake. Remember that game show Click from like back in the 90s? He used to host.
Is that like one of the ones that was like game shows for kids?
Yes.
Because I remember, here we go. Here's our little nostalgia bit segment or whatever. I remember back in the late 90s, Game Show Network. I know you watched Game Show Network, right? You remember this. Game Show Network had a block of shows where they would take like popular game shows, but like make them for kids, like actually make like convert them into games that kids could compete in and understand and win. And they did one for Jeopardy. It was called Jep.
Okay. See,
They
I don't remember Jeff. What I remember is Rock and Roll Jeopardy that used to be hosted by Jeff Probst, the guy.
Jeff Probst, and then freaking
Mark
McGrath thought he was so cool because he was always winning on it.
He's always winning on Rock and Roll Jeopardy. Yes.
He'll tear your ass up, Mike Larkin.
Sugar gay, I'll tear your ass up. Mark. But yeah, no, that I remember Rock and Roll Jeopardy. Yeah, I don't remember Jeps. All I remember was Click because Click was
And
Ryan
there was Wheel. There was Wheel too, wasn't there? There was Wheel of Fortune when it was called like Wheel or something like that.
something like that. But like for me, like I said, the one that sticks out for me,
Which one was Click? Which show was Click based on?
I don't know, but Ryan Seacrest hosted this show. You had to answer different questions that had to do with either emails or stuff that's based on the internet. So you had like a lot of stuff that you could do with
Or maybe
challenge.
it was just a regular show. I mean,
Yeah.
something.
But yeah, that was what he used to host. He used to host Click back in the day. And there are some episodes of it on YouTube now in full, which is it's not a bad show, but for its time it was okay. You know?
And then remember the he was on the first season of American Idol. He was with that guy Brian Dunkelman.
God, the dunk. Brian Dunkelman, yeah.
Apparently, he said Brian Dunkelman said that Seacrest kind of forced him out, and Seacrest is actually kind of a allegedly kind of a dick.
I've heard a lot of things about Ryan Seacrest being a dick. And you know why I don't like him is because of New Year's Rockin' Eve. Dick Clark, man. Dick Clark. There's only one. Dick Clark.
It's like you think that you can really fill Dick Clark's shoe. I mean, it's just the shows suck now.
I know Dick Clark was a fan of his and he endorsed him. Him and Dick got along. But
Yeah, I bet.
wow. So the so yes, the fact of the matter is with him is just the fact that yeah, just
He got along great with Dick.
but he can't fill the shoes of a Dick Clark. You can't. Even when Dick Clark was getting progressively worse, and you could see it on TV. It's like you're looking at him, and it's like, Dick, you don't have to come on TV, man.
Remember when he came back after the stroke? Do you remember that, Mike
I
Larkin?
remember, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart,
It was hard to watch, man. It's like he shouldn't be out there.
and it's like, what are you doing, Dick? And I mean, I love the fact.
He must have been a big Billy Squire fan, though, Mike Larkin.
Stroke man. That's um. I figure this reminds me of Billy Madison getting out of that car. Yeah, back in high school. Yeah, you're just a sinner now. No, Dick
That's a
Clark.
great song.
It is.
And you know what? He's a Long Island artist. He lives on Long Island, Mike Larkin.
He does.
Somewhere in like Rocky Point or something.
Rocky Point, baby. But yeah, no, Dick Clark. First of all, no one will ever touch Dick Clark. And I, like you mentioned,
I don't want to touch Dick Clark, Mike Larkin. I think he's kind of composed now, Mike Larkin, or decomposed. That might be. Mike Larkin, why are you always trying to touch?
Why you always trying to tell me to fucking goat, man? Why you always trying to tell me to go fucking goat? So yeah, like I was.
Hey, Mundell, why are we not invited to the party?
So, tell me, Montel, why weren't we invited to the party? What are we? Al Qaeda?
This is fucking Al Qaeda. Are we fucking Al Qaeda? Oh, you don't understand. This is a different kind of party. This is not that kind of party. It's colorful.
Goat. Oh, goat.
You know what? We're going to start our own party, and we're not going to invite you. Yeah, you like that? You
go fuck a goat. So, anyway,
it's such a good movie, Mike Larkin.
It is.
Oh my god.
So like
I felt bad for the horse. I felt bad for the girl. I felt bad for the girl. I even felt bad for the horse. I felt bad for everybody, really. I just,
if I hear Yam will be there one more time, I will Yam will burn this place down. So, anyway,
I'm gonna be there.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna be there.
Put that in the car. My dad, we were listening to the 80s. My mom and I were in there, and I was trying so hard not to laugh in the back seat because Yam will be there came on. I'm like, no, because it's gonna remind me of that scene with Jane Lynch and Paul Rudd.
They also sing that song in American Dad, Mike Larkin.
Yam will be there.
Are you aware of James Ingram, Mike Larkin?
Aware, yes.
Are you aware of this R&B artist named James Ingram, Mike Larkin?
Yam will be there. So anyway, like you were mentioning, I cannot watch the
like I was mentioning, Jennifer Garner, yes.
Stop it! I know you have a thing with Jennifer Garner. So anyway, the New Year's Rocket Eve, I can't watch it either. I can't. Like a lot of the stuff, like it's just not for me anymore. Like I just watch the ball drop and that's it. I like just tell me when the ball drops.
You're always waiting for the balls to drop. I'm like, Larkin.
Wow. Just wait for the ball to drop. Fuck you. Wait for the ball to drop and and then I'll leave. That's it. Because I don't we even watch any for the music artists anymore. I don't. because I can't, man.
I can't. I simply can't.
But do you agree with me on that though, right?
No, my Clarkin, it's just not watchable anymore. It's just not the art. All the artists they bring on there suck. It's not really entertaining anymore. No one really cares. It's just like show me, fuck, show me the ball, and I want to get at it.
Yeah, you want to be shown some balls, huh? I see it. All right. I want the balls to drop. You want balls to be shown to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bang that thing up to you. Yeah. You want to have balls shown at you. Okay. I feel you. It's okay. I understand.
You would try to feel me, my Clark.
All right, whatever. No one will not take my pants off. So, God damn it. So, yes, that is what I
I
would say.
wonder if anybody is going to make it this far into the episode. I doubt it.
I hope so.
Doubt it.
I hope so. I mean, if you guys have stayed with us this long, thank you.
Good for you. Congratulations. We don't have any prizes to give you. Just the gift of us.
Of course. But yes, do you have any other topics before we close this thing down? Because I think we touched on everything, even though we tried so hard not to let everything and go off case. But this is what we do, folks.
We talked about Creed. We talked about Jennifer Garner.
Yep.
We talked about
The Gilgo Beach. We talked about the strike.
what else was? Did you hear about? You were talking about the girl who had she was on, what was she on? The seizure girl.
Oh, she was on YouTube. Yeah.
Where was she? She was on like a cruise. Did you hear about the kid
She was on a bachelorette party. The girl that died was at a bachelorette party.
Oh, okay, right. Did you hear about the kid who was on a cruise?
Okay.
And fell off? And he went. No, he didn't fall off. He went into the water to swim and got eaten by a shark.
No. Oh,
Did you hear about that?
Ah.
So this kid, like 18 years old, just graduated high school. This is going back a couple weeks now, but they were doing one of those. Again, it was one of the more trashier type play parts of our fine country, and so there's a lot of white trashiness going on. This kid was trying to show off on this cruise, and sorry to sneeze. Decided that he would jump off the side of the boat to show off and start swimming in the waters. But what they didn't realize was that they were in shark infested waters, and there was a shark in the water, and he was consumed by a shark while he was in the water. So,
oh man,
yeah, I can't believe you didn't hear about that.
Well, first of all, God rest his soul, but also at the same time, man, these sharks. It's just shark. I'm tired of shark attacks.
Corset. That's the name of the outfit that Jennifer Garner wears. It's a corset, my God. Sorry.
That's been bugging you throughout the entire show, hasn't it?
It really has. It really has.
But yes, I will say this: the fact that kids are getting eaten by sharks, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the news, and that everything that we discussed today. And I hope you do enjoy our hilarity. And if you made it this far, I'm probably going to be doing some editing to edit a lot of this stuff.
You gotta, my Clark. This is what the people have come to expect from us now. So you kind of have to keep doing it now.
Yeah,
doing it now,
and doing it now. Okay, Ella. So before we close this out,
classic right there.
Classic.
Oh, they ruined the classic, my Clark.
Come on, Lee Shimona.
Come on, Lee Shimona. They love me. I'm a star.
Yeah, I'm a star. Before we close this thing down, homie, let's promote the social medias. I'll let you start first. Let us know where we can follow you on the Twitter and the Instagram front.
Drum roll, please. You can follow me on Instagram at Steve Nicks, on the Twitter at Steve Nicks SM. Although, as Mike Larkin has mentioned already in the episode, not really on that too much anymore, but occasionally I'll pop on. If you're feeling generous, throw me a follow. Instagram, Twitter. Follow the brand accounts, obviously. For me personally, at Real Islanders Pride on Twitter, at SNHE Pod on Twitter, right? And Golden Age Pod, which will be coming back. We are working on it. I'm almost there with what I want to do. I've kind of made up the concept in my head already, so that's going to be coming down the line very soon, Michael. We will be ready for that. Probably within a couple months at least. By the way, and then what else? Oh, don't forget to my actually I forgot, my Clarkin, that my Twitter handle is still not been changed back. So actually, my real Twitter handle is at Real SM Show 1 still, Mike Larkin. I actually forgot all about that. My Twitter handle is actually, because I am the OG originator, at Real SM Show 1. And what else am I missing?
Steve and Mike show clips on YouTube. Give us a subscription.
That's right. The YouTube, both of the YouTube channels, right? Not just that. There's that one, and then there's the network shows, right? Where's the
Okay, so it's Facebook, Steven S&M Show Podcast, and S&M Network Shows on Facebook. My YouTube channel, Mike Larkin. Guys, we are past 550 subscribers. Let's keep it going up. We are getting there. Oh my goodness, with all this content, with all the content that is on my YouTube channel, homie, I'm excited. Let's keep getting these numbers up, folks. And yeah, follow you on.
pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. You're doing Wolf of Wall Street, Mike Larkin.
I'm aware of what it's from.
Do you know who Matthew McConaughey is, Mike Larkin?
All right, all right, all right.
You know what I love about high school girls is that I keep getting older and they stay the same age. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Islanders, Jesus, Islanders Pride on YouTube. Subscribe to the homie. Check out Larkin
Neil
underscore.
Isles Pride on Twitter, right? Yeah.
Yes, you already said that.
Did okay.
You can check us out, MC Larkin at 92 on SoundCloud. We are on Anchor. We are on Spotify. We are on iHeartRadio. We are on Stitcher. You can check us out
pretty much anywhere you get podcasts, I think, except
Yes.
Apple. Although we're working on Apple.
Oh no, we're on Apple.
We're on Apple. That's right. We are on Apple. We did it. We got it done. Well, Mike Larkin got it done, but I supervised.
Of course. StevenMikeShow.com for the website. Larkin underscore 92 and M Larkin MV on the Instagram. And also you can check me out on many other various platforms such as LFC and Capital Championship Wrestling. God damn you. So all the links in the description will be there, including the YouTubes. And again, thank you guys so much for listening and for staying with us throughout this entire show where we went off the rails and we provide you with some hilarity and just taking shots at each other and watching
website, right? You did the website?
Already said the website.
Okay, good. Right.
And just watching me get bowed up promoting and getting bowed up at professional wrestling and watching my face get red because this son of a bitch knows how to get me right in the corazon. And yeah, so for Steve,
you only know that word from Chalk Zone, Mike Larkin.
Chalk Zone. What a fucking bad show. Fuck you, Chalk Zone. Fuck you, Danny Phantom, and fuck anybody that likes that. It sucks.
Escúchame cómo on el Talk Zone. Escúchame cómo Come on, you know what I'm talking about, Mike.
I'm aware, and I don't want to be. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. We will talk to you in the next episode. Homie, do you have any final words for the people?
Hey, all the people that have been thinking me soft. No. Thanks for listening. Everybody. Thank you, to everybody who has been helping to make these shows possible, has been listening. We can't do this without you guys. Thank you. Thank you to my homie. Thank you to Kirstie Alley. And thank you so much to Jennifer Garner for all the wonderful memories.
Thank you, silence.
And again, thank you for everyone for making this possible and listening. And take care of yourself. Me and Mike Larkin are going to go do some research.
Research purposes only.
Research purposes only.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. And oh shit, I left my keys in my car the entire time. They were in there the entire time. Thank you.
Give me that.